Derek. Well, good
Hello?
evening.
Hey.
There he is. Hey, Derek, how you doing?
Good. How are you, Mitch?
It's been a long day, but I'm doing all right. I was watching the free roll we just had. Pretty exciting.
Easy game.
But looks like we're going to go.
Yeah.
We're going to go here to
About the blinds and look what happened.
the final table from last Saturday.
Absolutely. I know a lot of people were wanting to watch this. Congratulations again to Garrett, our winner of our first free roll,
Yeah, it was
taking home a nice $4,500 profit.
Yeah, it was very cool, Derek. I was in here today to see all these guys come in, all the 45 guys, all the regulars. They had such a blast. They had a great time, laughing and joking with each other, playing serious. It was actually a lot cooler than I thought it would be, But it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. But we're going to get to this one. This is from last Saturday. We had some issues, and we're going to get into we're in hand number 2 here, and we'll get to know the players a little bit. And let's see, we have a hand going right now, right? What do we have?
Like an all in from RD. Ben going to make the call with pocket fives, and it's a pure coin flip here.
Wow. What a flop for RD. And RD will take it down. Nice double up there. We'll get to know the players here at the table. Looks like we have Joe in the box. It's always good seeing him. An excellent dealer.
Alice Kuhn in the chat. What's up, Alice? Nice to see you in the chat. Yeah, you got Mitch and Derek commentating over this final table. It's not currently live, but it is recorded from last Saturday. We had some issues with our internet. But we're doing a rerun here, so a lot of the players that made this final table can come back and rewatch this.
Yeah, a lot of players. Alice, how are you doing? Nice to see you in the chat here. Yeah, a lot of the players, not just the guys at the table here. A lot of players that came in, they wanted to know where was the stream. What was the stream? They wanted to see it, so we wanted to make sure we got it up, and so everybody can check it out here. Yeah, Derek, that is Derek. Derek's talking to us from his home, no doubt on his couch again. He's got it easy. Derek, you got it easy.
Carabel will make the call here. Typically plays a lot of our PLO games here, cash games. But we'll hop into tournament streets every now and then here. Looks like NRG will flop top pair with the queen 6.
And he's going to bet out at it. Carabel, I'm sure, likes his hand a lot more pre-flop than he does right now. And he'll throw it away. Here we'll get to know some of the players here at the table. A few regulars. Let's see. We have seat 1 is RD, right? He's a regular tournament player. See, here's Chris. Chris going to look down at a suited ace here. Again, raise out at it. Go over to Daryl. And there's Raj in the 9 seat. like this. Okay. Click it now. Right here. All right, Chris wants to know how much did it cost to get in the tournament here. This is a regular Saturday tournament. 365 most Saturdays. Last Saturday of the month is the big one. We always bump it up a little bit. It's 500, and
for me personally.
that's our Saturday. Daryl, what we got going on here? Let me get back to this hand. We have NRG there in seat 3. Derek, you see him there?
Yeah, he made the final table last night.
Yeah, he's the young man that made back-to-back final tables. So he was one of the guys that was very much interested in seeing this, and wanted to show his friends. And Daryl was, I saw he was texting a lot of people. He wanted a lot of his friends and family to see the stream. I'm sure all the guys did. And here's Raj in the 9 seat. He's a regular here. He plays a lot of cash, more so cash, but he'll get in the tournament. You never know. You see Raj in a tournament, you're not surprised. One of those flexible players that can play either cash and tournament. Always a threat to make the final table when he plays.
There's 345.
We're going to have an all-in here by Ben. You're very much welcome, NRG. I wanted to make sure I got this done for you guys. I know you guys wanted to see it,
Absolutely, no problem, NRG. It's our pleasure. Ben, we'll take it down there. Definitely close spot there for Curabell, but with so many other smaller stacks in the mix, no reason to risk your tournament there with Ace-9. NRG leading the way with 1.3 million. Chris not too far behind, 1.2 million. Those are the two big stacks on the table. Everyone with 25 big blinds or less, or everyone else.
Probably would have won. Would have flopped 2 aces like that.
Is this, there's Tim B, was that Tim B, was that Derek? In C2, Tim BB?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a pretty good tournament player. I think he's final tabled actually a lot of our major tournaments as well.
Yeah.
Raise at a 65.
Raj going to look down at Queen 9 here. Give it a thought or two about calling.
So much different with the low rail. Because
We'll throw it away and we'll move on.
Say that again?
it's so much. I like it better with the low rail, not the.
Yeah, I like this table's weirder for me to deal on because the high.
Oh, you don't have the cutout anymore.
Yeah, I have the rail in my lap.
This is a new table.
Yeah, Joe explaining here that
That's much better than what
our live stream table is somewhat different from our regular tables. It is a little bit more difficult to deal on. It's somewhat bigger, and there's not a cutout. The tablet's a little different position. You still haven't dealt on this table, have you, Derek?
I
Yeah,
haven't.
the other one for me was easy.
It's a little. I mean, it's different, you know.
It had like a cutout.
Well, I could reach the other one better than
And
this
RG
one
going to look
because
down
this
in the
goes to my
two picture cards here with the queen and jack. He'll lead out with his little 65.
The race is 65.
Little raise here. Chris not going to be happy with that 7-5 and throw it away. Daryl's going to look down. Oh, Raj. Got a couple picture cards himself here.
Between 45 and 60%.
Would have been a good fight.
He'll go ahead and make the call.
Might have been a coin flip. It might have been a 64.
And RD will make the call. We'll go three-handed here, Derek, to the flop. Interesting. NRG with the open ender there. Raj top pair. NRG is going to bet out. Raj deciding what he wants to do, whether or not to raise and how much. And RD is just waiting for his time to get out of the way, and he will. So Raj going to raise
a
it.
spot here where
Go ahead,
There'd be
Derek.
a spot here where NRG wants to leverage his stack here. I mean, on such a dry board here, you imagine Raj has at least top pair here.
Yeah.
It's up to NRG how much he wants to gamble here and try to take down
Wow.
a big pot.
NRG is going to go all in. Put the pressure on Raj, huh?
Yeah, in Raj's defense here, it's definitely not a snap call just because you expect a lot of NRG's hands to be doing this with, you know, like King 10, Ace King, and Aces. So definitely puts Raj in a tough spot. But if you are going to raise the King Queen here, I think you just have to make the call here. You shouldn't be folding top pair, good kicker. I think he will make the call eventually, and we happily see that he's up against a worse hand.
We are at 8 hands in. It's still early. Raj giving us some thought here. Maybe taking a little extra longer just to make sure of what he wants to do. And there it is. He'll make the call. And he'll see the good news that he is currently ahead. We'll see what happens. And there it is. Raj will double up there. Hitting the queen for 2 pair on the river.
440. Button is good.
We got 68 people watching right now, Derek. I don't know how many. This is not our normal time for the Saturday tournament.
I'm just hoping you have queen jack or ace jack.
I don't know how many people know that we're actually streaming right now.
Or aces.
We're looking for a couple of regulars here in the chat.
If you have aces,
Like we saw, we saw Alice.
So you might bet like 85 on the flop. Maybe
That's
10
Jedi.
aces.
Of course, NRG, he's the one to see it.
Is he betting probably small with range?
I got you. Yeah, everything is good so far as far as what's at. Okay.
Get around to Daryl. He's got a little ace deuce here. And he'll throw it away. RD's got a little ace deuce himself. We'll see what he wants to do with it.
Raise 65.
He's going to raise it up.
Plus, I thought there was quite a bit of ICM on you too.
I can't see Tim's face, Derek. I'm not sure whether or not
Like 300 left, so behind.
I know who this is.
Still pretty bit of pressure for.
I did consider folding like 20%.
There you have the chip stacks. Chris and Raj, a little over $1 million.
You would probably fold it that far.
NRG and Daryl coming up there with just under $1 million at third and fourth.
I folded when you had queens.
Oh, yeah.
I think I had the ace 10 suited, something like that around that time.
Oh, you're scanning.
Yeah. Wait, I guess you're right.
It's actually kind of cool to have NRG in the chat as well. Just because typically when we stream these final tables, we have our players currently playing, right? And they can't commentate along the action. So it'll be nice to actually have NRG in the chat with us to see his thought process or hear his thought process between each hand. And I think that'll be a really cool. So y'all should definitely pay attention to that. NRG definitely a really skilled player. Final table, our Saturday tournament last night as well. So definitely pay attention.
Yeah, I mean it's hard enough to make the final table.
To get to the final
any
table,
given
yeah.
Sunday. You go back to back. That's impressive.
So that's an indication
You
of
know,
folding.
anybody can have a good day. You know, you can't. I mean, it's real hard to get lucky and go back to back. So luck has probably very little to do with it.
I really did.
He is
I wasn't sure. I guess he would have told it. If it didn't read right.
definitely a skilled player.
All black.
But it's cool to have him in the chat. It is different. It's like almost having him in the booth here.
Yeah, I don't think we actually have the payouts for this tournament, just because it was a tournament a few Saturdays ago. Hopefully the payouts will come out on the screen. Would you happen to know what the payouts are for this tournament, Mitch?
Let's see. I could look at these payouts, but I don't know. It's a little boxy. Let me punch them up and see. Was
No, those are from last
what I
night.
thought. I wouldn't know how to. You know me. I wouldn't know how to get to last week's payouts.
100.
These little icons are so small I can't see them. You know, maybe next week I should broadcast from home, and you could. Just kidding. It looks like we got a hand going here. A couple of big hearts here. NRG is going to raise it up, and Raj will give it up.
Got him to fold. That was a good fold. Ace 10 suited.
Ace 10 suited told him what he had. He didn't say what suit, but he told him what he had.
I'll go next week for sure.
What's that?
I'll go next week.
Yeah, it would be nice to have the payouts.
When it doesn't matter.
I don't care. I'm gonna watch it for sure.
Yeah.
It's just
But I wouldn't know how to
No, I have to agree with that. With my hand.
bring him up here.
but if you have ace 10, yeah, for sure.
All right, here we go. Daryl's going to look down at King, Queen. And he's going to get involved.
Raise 60.
Daryl making
Oh, running into a spot here. RD with the aces.
Let's see what happens here. Daryl a little bit more,
Raise 180.
about 80,000 more in chips than RD. So let's see what happens. That's even worse news for Daryl. Tim's going to throw away a king. And there's another king. Kings are gone. RD's going to raise it up to 180. And wow, Daryl's going to throw it away.
Great fold there from
Wow.
Daryl.
I got to tell you, we got to talk a little bit about Daryl. He's the most dedicated tournament player. He's here almost every day.
I mean, and just to kind of reiterate how dedicated he was on the top of both the loyalty side and the cash side. So, he very skilled player and a very loyal player as well. He's here almost every day here playing our tournaments. So he entered on that side and the side where he had to cash a lot of tournaments. So I mean, he just because people might be like, well, he entered the tournament on the lowly side, so he just fired a bunch of bullets. No, he did very well in all those tournaments he fired in. So shout out to Daryl for sure.
Yeah, he's
doing very well
this
this
is his
quarter.
first appearance here on the final table of the stream on Saturday. He's been chasing this table for a long time. We'll get to this hand here, and I was very excited for him to make the final table, and we hope that he does well. We hope everybody does well. Obviously, but Daryl, he's put in his time. He has put in his time, and is very deserving of being in the table here, and long overdue. So congratulations for that, just making the final table. We'll see how he does tonight. He's up against some solid players, obviously.
Yeah, unfortunately, you and I already know the results of this tournament, and obviously I think NRG knows the results as well, and Daryl, of course, and all the players on this final table. But we won't spoil it for y'all, for those of y'all that don't know.
So NRG, I
Take it as a
see
sign to
you're
watch
in
the final.
NRG. Don't spoil it. Oh, here we go. Daryl's got a couple of queens here. Let's see what he can do. All right. RD's got a nice little hand here. And he'll throw it away, the ace jack.
All right, then President Bradley, 1 2 kilo on 79, the final 36K, Hater, 3, Mikey, Almost, LG, TL, Sushi, and JS. Brand new 1 2 kilo on table 9. Steve Case, 1 kilo.
With the Chris with the ace 8, Daryl might get the walk with the queens.
Table 9. 3, 1 kilo, table 9. Mikey.
Chris isn't ready to just throw it away yet, but I'm kind of feeling he'll think better of it and throw it away. But I don't know. We'll see. Raised to 90 is not that.
You can definitely see Chris here defend. Has a big stack. Has an ace.
Right away in the beginning, I didn't see his chip stack there, but yeah, I guess 90 is not the.
Like the clone Armani.
Great flop there for Daryl.
Chris missed all the way around here.
That is 140.
From looking at the screen here, it looks like as of right now, Chris is drawing the one out. He could hit the turn and have more outs, but as of right now, Daryl's going to go ahead and throw 140,000. Chris looking like he wants to make the call here. And he will let it go, and Daryl will take the pot down.
Lines are up, guys. We are now 20-40.
Line's going to go up to 20,000, 40,000, 40,000.
And here we are at hand,
and we
hand
see
15. How many did we have for this tournament? Do you know, Derek? I think it was.
I do not know.
226 or something. Was that what it was? This is from last Saturday, but I guess we could wish everybody happy Easter, right? Today is Easter.
I go bomb hot day.
Okay, Chris has a little hand here. Let's see what he wants to do with this.
Raise 220.
He'll raise. Daryl's not going to really care too much for that queen seven. They'll throw it away. And Chris will take it down. So how did Derek? How did the final table go tonight for the free roll? Was it exciting? I was playing a little bit.
Oh, it was definitely really exciting. So Garrett had he was down about 2 big blinds.
Really?
Four-handed.
Really?
Yeah, and he ended up winning the whole thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he went from when he was down to 2 big blinds, he woke up with queens, forced in the big blind, all in, and then flopped the set, river to boat.
Wow.
Got shoved in again. That very next hand, the sixes, flopped the set, river to boat, and then I think another hand he got also flopped the set, river to boat, with sixes, and then won the tournament with the.
Yeah, I did
your
see
favorite
the
hand.
end when it got down to 2. I did see the end. You know, I like seeing the pocket
Raise
tens.
360.
Looks like Daryl's going to have a hand here. He's going to raise it up to 360. Raj will get out of the way.
I like the sizing here from Daryl. A little bit larger than normal since he is out of position. It kind of just tells your opponent, you know, I'm ready to get it in here against whatever hand you have. So kind of commits Chris to either all in or fold here. And for some reason, Chris does make the call. I imagine Daryl's going to get it in on any safe flop, looking to fade an ace.
Chris thinking long and hard here.
Hard to fold a pair and no limit hold'em. But let me see, Daryl repping very strong here, committing half his stack here before the flop.
Yeah, but how often do you look down at pocket threes and think, ooh, you know, I mean, it's hard to pull the trigger. You want to let it go. You don't want to let it go. Your opponent's showing strength here. Chris will lay it down. It was tough. You can see he was torn. He was
Yeah, it's really agonizing over that
he was
decision
torn.
there.
You can see it.
Yeah.
You can see him. You'll see him now. You look at him now. He's still thinking he wish maybe he might have had those back. But still, I mean, pocket threes is just. I mean, I don't know. I guess you're going to know where you are on the flop. If you hit a three, you know you're good. If not, then.
Yeah, the problem with just calling though, it's just not enough back for him to call profitably there and try to hit a set. In my opinion, probably better just to all in or fold. Probably err on the side of folding, just because there's so many other shorter stacks. not really. I'm not really one to want to commit my tournament life for pocket threes there, or not my tournament life, but you know what I mean.
I definitely understand.
And table 8 for those names. Chong Z-Man, John G, and
Drinks and
Stephen J.
snacks, guys. Anybody?
One to PLO.
Raise 85.
You know, as we get more and more viewers here in the live stream chat, thank you so much for tuning back in. We just did finish our live stream for the final table of the 15K guaranteed free roll. We're now streaming last Saturday's tournament, not yesterday's, but last Saturday's. We'd had some internet issues, but now we're able to stream it after we recorded it. For all of y'all that missed it, so thank y'all for tuning in. Listen to the voices of Derek and Mitch for the rest of this final table.
Yeah, Derek, coming to you from the comforts of home. I've been here in the poker room all day, down in the trenches with these guys. It was it was a lot of fun with the free roll today. You know, these guys had a great time. Looks like we got a hand brewing here, Derek. Carabell gonna look down at pocket aces and try to figure out the best way to play these things.
85.
Gonna raise to 85. A little too high, a little too much for Chris there. Raj got the button and a couple of picture cards with a king and queen here. To go ahead and make the call. Looks like RD's thrown away that 9-5 in actions on Tim. Okay, he'll.
Put your heads up.
All right, now here we go. Now we're caught up here with the screen.
John, you want to fill up?
789, no help to Raj, but he might feel he's got 2 overs to the flop here.
AAPK and stuff, you want to fill
That
up?
is 105.
Carabell going to go a little light here. Raj not biting. He's going to throw that away. Nice lay down by Raj there. Looks like Alice is asking about the cruise here. Derek, I know you went on. You could talk to her a little bit. I know Poker Monkey, I haven't talked to him. I know he went on a cruise.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Got to hang out with a lot of the players and staff. I ended up working quite a bit. Worked about 50 hours flooring, but had a lot of fun time hanging out on the cruise, eating good food, and going to the ports. So yeah, had a blast.
All right, looks like we're going to have a raise here from Ben with a very pretty ace jack of hearts here. Chris, not so much agonizing over the pocket 4s as he did with the 3s. RD's going to look down a couple of 9s here. And the button. See what he wants to do with it. How he wants to play this.
No. DK, on me, want to fill up?
Raise.
He'll go ahead and raise. Ben's already committed himself, I would assume, to this hand, and he'll go ahead and make the call. Looks like we're going to go heads up here between Ben and RD.
It is 345,000 total.
I believe Ben's tournament is at stake here. Let's see what happens. Go to the flop. No help. There's a jack.
There's the jack.
A club will still make RD or 9.
Oh
A
my
9
god.
or a club, and he hits it the hard way with the 9 of diamonds on the river. RD will take it
Wow.
down, and that will be it for Ben.
Ben's gonna take home some amount of money. We don't have the payouts anywhere, unfortunately. Yeah, really. Maybe I'm gonna check YouTube and see what's on there.
Well, they get
Another turn at least.
they get a break. The IRS is not going to know how much they made.
Let's see.
Person in the action, but I'm no longer chip leader, so I can't do that.
Yeah, no, it's not on there because what we have. I'm pretty sure the payouts that are all listed on there from the last night's tournament, unless they're very similar.
I knew how short he was.
Well, Daryl wasn't in his seat. He would have had ace queen there. I'm sure he'll be watching that and be a little disappointed. Maybe we'll see if we'll see a flop here.
Bro, he's gonna love a walk. He loves a walk.
No flop. We're going to. Joe's going to get the walk with the queen, with the king 10 there.
To see another hand.
Small big. 40, 40,
Well, good game for Ben, I'm sure. I can't remember if I dealt to him last week. But congratulations to him for making the final table. Chris going to look down at a couple of sixes here,
Raise 85.
and he'll make a raise to 85.
Ace jack versus 9.
John Jack, 11 9.
C1 and C.
Carabel's going to throw away that king jack there. But people.
Yeah, Alice, the 1765 was actually from last night's tournament, so we just have no idea what the. I wish they had the payouts on the screen, but we don't know what the payouts are for this tournament.
Yeah,
so.
I don't even think they. I don't think they were ever up on the screen because we didn't. I mean, I don't know. Unless Cooper and Tyler would have had. Or Cooper would have done that. And I don't think they did that for today. Daryl's going to look down. He's going to get back the ace queen back again, even though he had it when he was gone from the table. Go ahead, raise it up. Carabel's going to look down at a couple of fives there. And position. He'll do something here. Let's see what he wants to do.
I like a call here. Could be ahead of some hands still, and if you hit your set, obviously
Well, Joe's,
that's what you're looking for when you play middle lane pocket pairs like that.
Joe's got a suited 9 here. He's going to go all in. Two people already making with a raise and a call. He's going to go all in with the ace 9 suited.
Chris here showing a deuce of clubs, another mid-range
Yeah, I
asking
think,
for
yeah, I
count.
think
Fold.
160.
Yes, sir.
We'll see if Daryl decides to rejam to isolate to get Carabel out of the mix. We'll go for the low variance John and just make the call, and giving Carabel a great price here to hit a
I
set.
tell you, dealing to Daryl as often as I do, I know he's not a very big fan of the ace queen. Well, here we go. Daryl's not going to like the all in. Carabel putting the pressure on Daryl here.
Wow, I didn't expect that.
Joe,
Wow, and now
Joe,
Daryl, I mean, slow playing his hand pre-flop it kind of induces Carabel to jam with the pocket fives. And now Daryl here might
that
call
is
off
6,
here and think his
7,
ace queen still could be good here.
Joe's loving the he's
So,
loving the shove. Maybe he can get some isolation and only have to go.
I don't think this is going to work though, just because I mean, if Daryl I know is a very smart thinking player, and I'm wondering why Carabel didn't re-raise before, you know, like if he did have in fact have a strong hand. So I think he's weighted towards hands like sevens or eights, maybe even weaker.
He's going to get Daryl to lay it down.
I'm gonna pull in. There's
We will go heads up.
I need 160. So here's one.
Joe's.
Yeah, if I'm in Daryl's spot there, I'm not thinking Carabel has that strong of a hand.
Because he,
you know,
yeah, because he,
just based on how
didn't,
played it.
he didn't shove or go heavy.
On your backs.
Daryl, yeah, like I say, he's not a big fan. He's definitely not a big fan of that ace queen. No help to Joe. There's 9
There's a 9 on the turn.
and a jack. Joe will take it
And look
down.
at that.
Ace, no.
Joe will take it down, and actually great fold there
Yeah,
from
def-
Daryl in
yeah,
hindsight,
definitely,
right?
Definitely, I'm sure. I'm sure when he saw the cards pre-flop, he didn't like it. But as it turns out, it was a great fold. Mitch was.
Mitchell A in the chat. What's
Yeah,
up,
Mitch wants
Mitch?
to-
Asking if this is the
Yeah,
free
go ahead.
roll. Asking if this is the free roll. No, this is the final table of last Saturday's tournament. We did stream the final table of the free roll about 40 minutes ago.
Yeah, if you want to go back and look at that, Mitch, we won't spoil it for you. But it was for what I've seen, it was exciting, and Derek commentated it. So he said it was very exciting. So worth watching if you want to go back and check it out. No spoilers here for you. Or you can hang out with us. This is the final table from last Saturday. I'm sure Mitch recognizes, if not all, most people here at the final table. Mitch, another true regular here. Uh-oh. Daryl's going to look down. Pocket aces.
Raise 250.
He's going to raise it up to 250. I think Joe's got one of two options here. Derek, what do you think? And folding was one of them.
Given that the raise was from the button, I wouldn't have minded to see Daryl just slow play the aces there. You don't really have anything to worry about, and against a shorter kind of middling stack from who's that in 60? Joe. Probably could have gone more if an ace comes, or maybe 3, or a diamond flush draw. But obviously that play is never wrong with aces as well. You're trying to get more money into the pot.
Alice says she can't find the stream for the free roll there. Is that typical, Derek? I usually, once it streams, it's usually there, right?
It should be there. Let me check. So if you go on the YouTube channel, if you click live, if you go to YouTube and click the live tab, it'll be listed under there. All of our live streams are listed under the live tab, and any videos showing highlights are under videos.
Cool. Go heads up.
We have Raj and Chris going to the flop here.
Check.
Swing and miss by both of them here. Raj does have the slight edge there with the queen.
160.
Well, looks like Alice found it there. Looks like we got just over 200 people watching. We're at hand number 25 here. This is from last Saturday here at TCH in Dallas. We got Joe in the box and a couple of regulars here at the table, final table from last Saturday. Blinds at 240-40 right now.
Hold up, guys.
Actually, going to start here with
Sorry, I was. Yeah.
Tim. I think I know who that is. With the mask and the
You got that baccarat squeeze.
and the hat, I can't tell. Daryl's starting to get a little getting the cards here. He's got the cards and the button, and playing well, throwing away that ace queen. A couple of hands ago.
Christina W. 1-2 transfer.
Call. Option.
Raj, gotta get ahead and make the call with the 5-3 suited here.
Check.
Hey, shout out to Table 9, Seat 9 here from the Twitch side of things. Absolutely. We do not forget about our Twitch viewers. Thank you so much for watching from Twitch. What's the payout for first? Unfortunately, we do not know. Yeah, it's going to be the question of the night all night. This was the final table from Saturday a week ago. And we typically have our payouts listed for the tournament when it's live, but we can't pull up past tournaments on Poker Atlas. And, just do apologize for that, though. I'm sure it's in the range of $11,000 to $13,000 for first.
Call. Put your heads up.
Looks like Daryl's going to hit the queen there on the turn.
As well
And
as the
a
Jack High
spade.
flush draw.
And yeah, and then I was going to say the spade draw. And there he'll get the spade.
Giving
check mark.
Raj 2 pair. Kind of an interesting spot here for Raj. I imagine he just might be in check call mode unless he wants to put in a blocker size bet. But no, he's will check, and it's kind of a tough spot now. I mean, still ahead of hands with an ace.
Yeah, Daryl's going ahead and bet 160 with authority there.
Definitely not an easy spot here for Raj. Also brings in a one-liner for a straight, but
Yeah, I mean,
still have to think of many hands that you're beating here, though.
yeah, the 5-3. I mean, you have the flush draw, the straight draw out there. Daryl could have a bigger 2 pair. So Raj knows all that. He knows what he's doing. It's not his first. It's not his first final table. Anyway, these were here's the payouts for this past Saturday. These are not the ones that these, but it's similar. It would be similar to these numbers. These are not the exact numbers, but to give you guys an idea, similar to these numbers here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the number of entrants was pretty similar, like you're saying, right? So this is a good baseline.
Yeah.
And like I said, anywhere from 11,000 to 13,000 for first. We can imagine nines was around that price as well. So take y'all a look at that.
Yeah.
I bluff. I'm not saying you don't bluff. How am I gonna win? There is no way you can win.
Call. Option.
RD's go ahead and make the call. Tim Beebe will go ahead and just, we'll go heads up. It looks like the blinds against the blinds here. A big swing and a miss by both players. We'll have a check and see a turn here. tell you, with this board, I think either player makes a bet, the other one will go away. We'll see if that does happen. RD's go ahead and lead out here.
Bet is 75.
B, with his stack, I don't see how he can make a call here. I really don't see how he can make the call or go all in there, so he's going to throw it away.
Now you only bet lady. If somebody has something, then you don't have, you bet whatever you have lady, you bet it, then you don't have. Somebody has two players, they think like
Final table here in Dallas from last Saturday. I'm pretty sure we had about 220, 224 is what I recall. Down in the final 7 now. Carabal's going to look down and have a couple of 8s. Assess the situation and figure out what he wants to do with those.
With his exact stack size, I think I like an all-in.
Raise 85.
You can fold out some hands that you'd be flipping with, and kind of just get max value against hands that might call you off as well.
Yeah, narrow the field down a little bit. I think you might get a call here from Tim Beebe.
Next hand we're going up, guys. 25.50. All in.
All right, we're going to have an all-in.
What you playing over here? Live stream? Oh, this tournament. Oh, sorry.
Carabao could be a little committed here, I think. Maybe
Yeah, being
Short
the one
stack.
that's not at risk, I think you just have to end up making the call here. I think it's a little too tight to fold 8s for just over 10 big blinds, 11 big blinds. You don't like it, but you have to know you're probably flipping a lot, and you got to win flips to win tournaments, right?
yeah. I mean, he's hoping for an ace-king here, you know, and a coin flip. Ace-jack's about the same thing, I guess, 2 overs.
Wow, and he makes the fold, and that's a
Wow.
great snare there.
Wow.
That's a great result for Tim if you get a hand that's flipping with you to fold.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, Ryan,
just
looks
to
like
show
we
you
have a
that-
little. You see Ryan's in the chat here. Derek, you see that?
Blinds are not
Yeah,
25.
He has
I was
a-
about to get to
he-
that.
Yeah, he has a question. If you go ahead.
But no, yeah, what I was saying was, that's why I kind of like the shove more. It's always a lot harder to call off with hands like Ace Jack than to tend to rejam with there. But
Right.
on to the next one, and yeah, we do have Ryan Crow, our CEO, in the chat asking if there's a doubleheader tonight. Yeah, we streamed our final table of our free roll tournament, which was live today, and this is actually a rerun from our Saturday tournament from a week ago. We weren't able to stream it live, but now we are streaming it and watching it with all our viewers here today. So thank
we
you so
have
much for tuning in again, Ryan.
An all-in here from NRG, and he'll get everybody to fold. Yeah, Ryan, just to let you know, it was a huge hit, this free roll. A lot of excitement going on. A lot of guys having a good time. You know, all these guys are regulars here anyway, and you know maybe sometime, but to see them all here, they all had a blast, and it was really a lot of fun. And they all had a great time. They played some serious poker. They clowned around, you know, and had a good time. It was really cool. I liked it. I wasn't even playing. It's always good, Derek. It's always good to have fun. I mean, you always have fun in the poker room, but you know, when it goes up a little bit, everybody's having a great time. It really is good. I like that. RD's going to raise it up here with the suited King Jack.
Well, appreciate your support, Ryan. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you to Ryan actually for giving us their $50 super chat last night. I think I don't know if you saw that towards the end there, Mitch.
Yeah, actually, thank you, Ryan. It was very cool. I liked it. Yeah, it's always nice when you see, appreciation like that.
Straight cam, Kelly Jumper, straight cam.
Looks like Ryan will, RD will take it down there.
What's that? What's that? Thank you.
I look like Chris tried to throw a little different colored chips in there. I don't think he'll get that by Joe.
For any new viewers of the stream, wondering about the chip denominations, the blue chips are worth 5,000. The purple and green chips are worth 25,000, and the red and white candy canes, as like to call them, are worth 100,000 chips. Look at this here. Daryl going to limp in with the pocket fives. I think perfectly fine here.
And Raj going to look down at 2 queens.
Definitely going to come in for a raise. It's just a matter of how much.
Yeah, let's see what he wants to do with this.
I like a raise about 150 to 200,000. We'll go a bit larger there. 225. Oh no!
Wow! Look at this. And I don't know if you saw, but RD just threw away a queen there, Derek. I don't know if you saw that.
So not a good start here for Raj. Tim B probably going to come in for the all-in, and Raj just going to have to call off with the queens.
I tell you, Tim B getting the aces might be a lifesaver here for Daryl, because he's definitely, Raj has a raise, and now a re-raise here. We have another raise. Might let Daryl get away with his fives.
Tim B taking a little bit of time here. A little bit of a Hollywood. But I do imagine it will be all in here. And the Academy Award goes to... Wow, man, he is really milking the camera time.
And
All right, he does go all in. There it is.
There it is. Everybody else is just patiently waiting to fold. let's play a turn. So, okay, back to Daryl, and like I predicted there, he throws them away. Raj, he knows. He knows. You saw his face. He knows.
Yeah, he's played
like,
with Tim a lot. He knows Tim's very.
He's like, I can't. If you got it, you got it. That's the kind of look Raj gave me. If you got it, you got it. Then
Yeah, you can't fold queen in this spot. Too many hands to be folding with.
Yeah, and there it is. He sees that he does indeed have it, and of course the king will come on.
Daryl would have flopped the set.
Oh, he would have. Oh, wow! Look at that. It turned the boat. Wow, Daryl would have flopped the set.
Wait, I think you might have a rebate.
You might have a little bit of close.
615. That's 610.
GG's.
And that'll be it for Raj. I think had just under.
Yeah, Tim B just barely had him covered. So that's the night for Raj there. I mean, it's a tough break going out with queens like that, but I mean, he got it in good. Went up against aces. Congratulations, Raj. We'll see him tomorrow. He's here. Always fun to have at the table. You saw the smile. Raj always has a smile on his face. Always.
Yeah, very good sport and a very solid player. So happy to see him run deep in this tournament. Until next time, Raj. GG's.
And he loves playing poker. He loves being here.
Raise 100.
appreciate how fast everybody's playing.
How you doing? Good. How are you?
For the most part, everybody's playing pretty good. So everybody's playing pretty good. Pre-flop fast.
Daryl's not ready to get rid of this 6-9 here, suited of spades. Still steaming from those fives that he had. So he just threw away. He would have flopped a set. We'll go to a flop and
Donovan, floor. Floor, table
what's
20.
going on here?
Again.
I think Joe may have put out 4 cards. He wants.
Floor, table
I
20.
think that may be the situation here, Derek. I think he may have put down 4 cards
I like the move.
and wants to.
I have
Yeah,
a
there it is.
four-card
That's what
block
it
they
is. That's
stuck
what happened.
together.
Oh, and this is kind of a good learning experience for our players out there, maybe
I know which
any
one is
aspiring
which.
dealers or
One,
floors.
two, two.
Anytime a dealer puts out a 4-card flop, typically the floor will come over, just mix up the cards, put a random card back on top, and put out 3 cards from the 4. And that's probably the best way to do it.
And they're both going to get a little piece of this. Daryl's going to get the better of it. We'll talk about it a little bit more here after the hand, because there's 2 situations that can happen here.
The burn card's a 3.
Yeah.
The burn
I
card's
think
a
it's
3.
fair for him.
Okay, look, it sounds like a couple of players may have seen
It's a burn card anyway, but
the card when Donovan put it back on top of the deck.
Us two saw it, but he
you
didn't
and I see it.
likely.
I couldn't think what it was, but I saw the card was exposed.
So RD's going to get. We'll talk about it a little bit more after the hand here. RD's going to bet 100,000. It's on Daryl to make the call here. And RD will get Daryl to. The situation here, Joe realized he put out a 4-card flop before he flipped it over, which is the better way of doing it, because that way nobody knows which card got pulled back. But sometimes dealers don't know it and flip over and put the flop out, and everybody sees the cards. In that situation, it's still a safe situation happens. They flip them over, they wash them up, and then they draw one, and it goes back to be the burn card. It's the same situation, but in this case, Joe knew before he turned it over that he put 4 cards down. But apparently they saw the burn card anyway. But anyway, we move on. Chris is going to come across. He's going to make the call, I think, here with the ace-9. Daryl's got a couple of 7s in the small blind here.
Where you from? You were born here in Dallas? Where are you originally from? Icon? How long you been here in Dallas?
Daryl's going to make the call.
About 800 and
RD wants to assess the situation, see what he wants to do with the 3s here. So go ahead and make the call.
I live about an hour and a half southeast of
3-way to the flop here. Joe, go ahead and put it out 3 cards this time.
to Texas about 3 years ago.
Misses everybody. No, I'm sorry. Chris hit the top pair, but there are 3 diamonds out there.
I lived in South Carolina prior. I was a Marine out there.
We'll get a check
Daryl wants to
around.
leave that shot.
Lived in Charleston. Pretty nice place.
Got the turn here. Check, check. And the check checks around. We'll see a river. And there's the ace. Giving Chris 2 pair. And he feels pretty confident in this bet. Both Daryl and RD don't seem interested in this pot. And there's 3 diamonds out there. This is a safe bet. Chris will take it down. See the chip stacks there of everybody. Chris ahead, barely ahead there over Tim B with a little less than $1.5 million. Again, just to remind you all, this is a stream from last Saturday. You know, we had yesterday's stream,
Who's there?
final table. This is last Saturday, and We had some technical issues. Okay, we have an all in here with Joe. Chris have a couple of sevens.
Bryn for 1 to pillow. Mama for 1 to pillow.
Got Niraj Bhatia in the chat. What's up, Niraj? So we don't know the exact payouts, but they've been pretty similar to what this is here. The payouts here. But we'll get right back in the action here. Looks like Joe's gonna move all in. Chris gonna fold the pocket sevens. Wow. I'm surprised he folded the pocket sevens.
Yeah, I was surprised there too. I guess he was a little concerned with the players left still behind him. He didn't want to tangle, and we'll see. Maybe because RD definitely is going to make the call or go all in. So maybe it's a good lay down. We'll see. So Joe's tournament life here at stake, and we'll go to a flop, and RD will hit an ace.
Wow,
And he
the
has the
seven
king.
would have turned.
Yeah, the king of hearts. So he had the heart, had the bigger flush draw there too. And there it is. RD will take it down.
Nice hand for him.
And-
GG's in the chat for Joe.
Congratulations there, Joe, on making the final table there. Played very well.
Yeah, it always is rough to fold the sevens there, but and make a boat. But it's hard to blame him with how the largest chip stacks are to his direct left.
$695.
For the sevens there, it's probably either all in or fold to isolate. You don't want to just call and invite hands that could hit some overcards.
The pay jump is $695.
Well, there they are. They're asking about the pay jump. They're looking if we could get a shot.
Yeah, we'll
If we could-
snapshot it.
If we could get a shot at the TV behind Joe, we could get the payouts. But unfortunately, I don't think we've ever seen a shot of the TV behind the dealer, have we?
Occasionally. Wow, Tim B gonna flop trip fives here.
Unfortunately for him, NRG's not getting anything with the 6-3.
AH8145 for 1 to pillow.
He's going to bet out at it, and of course NRG will throw away that 6-3. There it is.
Got a nice little uptick of viewerships right now. About 230 of y'all watching our rerun of our Saturday final table from last Saturday. Thank y'all so much for tuning in and listening to the voices of Derek and Mitch.
Hello, hello.
Give me a read here.
I wasn't gonna give you a reading, but somebody gonna have to do all one too.
Real quick while Joe's pitching them around, give you an idea of what the payouts might be. These payouts are from yesterday, but it's similar. It's similar to what they were probably paying out last week. We can't get the official payouts right now, but they're similar to this. Back to the action.
Down to our 6 players, right?
Yeah. RD with the pocket deuces. Will raise. Tim B will make the call. I'd like to see what NRG's thinking about. We can't see his cards. Did he scan them? Oh, I thought Tim B had already made the call. What do you see the chip count? We have 3 players currently over $1 million. RD approaching the 2 million stack. We're down to, oh, sorry, 5? Oh, 6. Yeah, it is 6. I didn't count them.
Yes. I wanted to make sure they weren't. I don't think I can do that here, right?
Yeah, you're fine. I just wanted to make
Daryl going to look
Yeah,
down at Ace King. Is that right? He just threw that away? That can't be right, was it? NRG going to go all in here for 705,000. Wow. That can't be right. I know Daryl didn't fold Ace King there. Maybe he did under the gun. I don't know.
On the end seats, occasionally the cards can misread if like the cards cross another sensor. And, it tends to happen more on the end seats. I've noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Daryl's ever folding Ace King.
Yeah. I mean, even under the gun,
Like if you're folding Ace King under the gun, you're probably folding anything but Queens plus, right?
Yeah. NRG is going to have a. He threw away the. Okay, he's. Okay.
And a walk or Daryl? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, fair.
Well, here we have 231 of you watching. Appreciate it. Happy Easter. Sharing your Easter with us here. Easter. It's still Easter Sunday, right? Yeah, it's still Easter Sunday. I hope everybody's Easter Sunday was awesome. Had a great time, I'm sure. I hope.
Oh man, energy, the real MVP, finding the payouts.
There it is. There it is.
All right, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna screen. Okay. I'm gonna wait. Hold on. What can I do here?
100,000.
Well, he's got he's got the current 6. He doesn't have full 9, but we don't. We'll be happy with 6, right?
Snacks, guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna pin that at the top of the chat. Thank you so much, energy. We're down to our final 6.
Well, there you go. Yeah, that would make sense that he took a picture of the payouts, right? That would make sense.
Yeah.
Well, look at this. But while we're talking about payouts, look at the hand we got going here for NRG. Flopping a full house. Hoping that RD catches up with something.
50.
Yeah, actually, energy. If you don't mind, if you put the full 9, that'd be great as well. Just so the rest of our viewers can see, and I'll put it at the top of the chat. Thank you so much, Chris.
Come on to vote.
Yeah, I mean, it would have to. I mean, if he took a picture, it would have to have the whole full 9, right?
Come on, man. Turn for me, please. Chappy chap. You might take a stab. You might have thought I was just trying to steal it for 50.
I see 2 scanner cards. Yep.
Real cheap. I wasn't happy about it. Unless you got there.
All right, Dell's going to look down at ace 10 on a button and go all in. Tim B with ace queen. This could get interesting here, Derek.
Wow, kind of a nightmare spot here for Daryl. But you haven't seen Daryl get out of line this whole final table, so I wouldn't blame Tim B for the fold here. You have a jam from Carabel, a re-jam from Daryl, and you're sitting there with ace queen offsuit. I mean, you got to feel like you're flipping at best, but actually he has both hands dominated right now.
Yeah, but he's got to think Daryl's stronger than ace 10. Coming over the top there.
Thank you so much, NRG. For those of y'all wondering about the payouts, I do have them pinned at the top of the list chat.
Oh, that's good. He's still deciding. Fold?
Timby does make the fold, and he's going to see that he was going to be way ahead.
He's going to show. He's going to see. He said, "Can I fold and can I show?" So there it is. He's going to let everybody see that he's folding the ace queen.
750, that's like 230. He's got tens. Ace 10.
And I'm telling you, he did that because he thinks it's a good laydown. He sees now that maybe it wasn't.
I think in a
He was
vacuum, though,
ahead.
it's a good laydown. I mean,
Oh, I agree. And I think that's why he laid it down. Look at that. He would have flopped a queen. Daryl's going to hit the 10.
That's done, right? That's the game.
Could have jack.
And there it is. Daryl will take it down. This could be a case of Tim B giving Daryl a little bit more credit than he should have. Or maybe just great play by Daryl, trying to isolate.
no, I think that's the right move there from Daryl if you are going to play the ace 10. And the advantage of having maybe a tighter image at the table or a more solid image is when you do get in spots like that, you're going to have a lot of respect for your jam. And you get hands like ace queen or maybe even sometimes ace king to fold sometimes, right? Considering that they have a chance to knock out a player and they don't want to have to risk their stack against someone that's been playing solid the whole night.
Yeah, and I'm sure Tim B didn't want to go up against two players. I think.
Heads up for sure is a snap call, right? I mean,
Yeah.
When you got
what
you're splitting the
what
equity
Dar-
3 ways, it's tougher.
Daryl's been pretty tight, and then for him to come over the top after, who was it that went over to who was it that just went all in?
Call. Checks.
Down to our final 5 players now. Getting very exciting here. Anyone's game.
NRG getting the real MVP there. You got to like that, NRG.
Andrew K, TEU, 1-2,
Check.
no limit. Francisco A, 2-5 transfer. Table 1.
Ooh. All right, we are down to the final 5. Let us know.
We hit the flop two.
There's 221 of you out there watching. If you're in the chat, let us know
Trust me, I didn't like it.
who you pulling for here. You have RD there in seat 1. You have Tim B. In seat 2, you got NRG in seat 3. Chris all the way over here in seat 7. And Daryl. Daryl's in seat 8. So let us know. Well, there you go. NRG's pulling for NRG. How about that?
You're right, I didn't. It's really wrong.
It's really wrong.
NRG showing.
Trying to be the fun player, guys. Come on.
I like it. I like it.
I don't know, I'm just extremely card dead. What's that?
Yeah, it's not so I didn't bet.
You didn't open?
I didn't open that one.
TEU,
Let me bully? I'm short stack. You know, let me bully. He's the big stack. He's the one who should be bullying.
So it looks like Daryl and NRG. NRG looks like you're getting a little love here in the chat. Of course, Daryl's getting some love.
Raise 125.
See what you did?
Derek, I know you know who I'm pulling for. I've been very good with keeping my favoritism in check, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
Call.
But I'll put it out there. I'm gonna root for Daryl as well, man.
Yeah.
It's hard not to root for him.
Well, here Matt wants to know what happened to Ben Miney. Well, there's another four.
Donovan, floor 20.
Another 4-card flop here. Ben unfortunately decided to move back to Wisconsin. I tried to talk him out of it. I told him, it snows up there a lot. Ben's from Wisconsin. Him and his wife Angie moved back home. Maybe homesick, I guess, a little bit. And we wish him all the best. But yeah, Ben and Angie moved back to Wisconsin.
Check. I'm trying to be careful. They just stick. Bet 80. Sorry about that, guy.
NRG is going to take another one down.
Made my hand worse.
Didn't like that flop, I'm sure, but he let out with confidence, took it down.
Last hand of this level, guys.
Here, I'll root for a heads-up chop between NRG and Daryl. How about that? Since NRG put out the payouts for us,
Yeah.
I guess I'm
NRG,
saying that, but we both know the results, right? So.
Yeah, we both do know the results. But I think it needs to be said again. Congratulations there to NRG for back-to-back final tables. That's extremely hard. We have a lot of great players here to come out every Saturday, and to go back-to-back final tables. It's not the first time it's been done. It's been done, but it's no easy task. It's very hard, and congratulations, hats off there to NRG. Yeah, Alice, I understand. I agree with you. Ben and Angie are very nice people. NRG, he's going to fold his king deuce there while he's knifing at the table. By the way, in Joe's defense here with the 4-card flops, these cards are not typical, normal cards that we use every day here. What kind of cards are they? Derek, I know you know better than I do.
Well, they're branded by the same company that does our action tracking, so the RF Poker. They're associated with they're called RF Poker cards. I don't know what brand they use.
Yeah, but they're different compared to the cards we use normally on all the other tables.
Yes,
They've got the chip in them. They're bigger. They're thicker. And after you use them, we only have so many decks. After you use them for so many times, they start to get sticky and a little harder to manage than the regular cards out in the room. And without a doubt, Joe's one of the better dealers we have in the room. This happens to everybody. I was talking to Brittany, who dealt tonight. She was saying that the blue deck's a little sticky right now. She prefers the red deck. But putting the flop out's a little sticky sometimes, and they're thicker too. So you can put 4 cards out and not know you're putting them out until you put the flop out.
I'm trying to watch how bad I am. I've been showing my bad hand. I like to watch it. I'm just teasing. I played with you earlier.
Yeah, they're a little different, NRG. They're
Right, you were here. And then you got
thicker, they're harder to pitch.
It was
These are a little different. The last ones we had when I dealt the final table
first redrive.
was like it felt like I compared it to pitching like pizza boxes.
Yeah, they're like pieces of cardboard. Yeah, the
Yeah,
last
it
ones are
was-
much thicker than these. So I think a lot of the
Yeah.
dealers like these a lot more.
What? Did you leave
Yeah.
the stage? No, I started.
But you use any deck of cards you use over and over and over again tend to wear out. So
I got moved to seat 4, and now I'm moved to seat
I'm sure you still have a lot of life in them, but sometimes in the beginning they start sticking and a little harder to manage. Of course, when they're brand new, they're just as hard to manage because they're so slick. You know,
Jack four?
I guess it's like a baseball. You know, a baseball brand new, you got to scuff it up a little
You're not
bit.
that crazy, huh?
Then after you beat it around, you got to get a new one.
You're not that crazy. I'm that crazy.
Down to our final 5 players now. Each player guaranteed $4,440. Next page up is the $5,480. After that, third takes home $68.35. Second is $89.45, and first is $11,775. Pretty good payday for a one-day tournament. We'll play
Without a
this out
doubt.
until we have a winner.
Got excited about your coach.
Daryl here waking with 9s. 5-handed, a very strong hand. Definitely should come for a raise.
Raise 130.
Like the sizing, not too small, not too large. Can be 9/8 suited in the small blind. Definitely a pretty hand and a fun hand, but out of position, I'm inclined to fold it
Yeah,
just because it's hard to navigate multi-streets out of position with that kind of holding.
come on, man.
And Energy's gonna
Alright,
go
we'll
all
do a
in,
shove.
and the snap call from Daryl, the man with the
Snap call.
plan. The man with the plan knew what to do if he got
Yeah,
shoved on.
I tell you right now, I've seen Daryl. I've dealt to this man many times. He was anticipating an all-in,
But
waiting
it is
on
a
it.
coin flip, though. He's not out of the woods just
Yeah.
yet. Needs to dodge an ace or a 10.
Yeah, he made up his mind. He was waiting for it.
Needs a clean river card here. And it comes. Nice hand there for Daryl. Understandable shove there from NRG, of course. Finds the full double up to 33 big blinds there for Daryl, the chip leader now.
9 what?
Daryl chipping up to a cool $2 million right there. He will be our chip leader.
980.
Nice hand.
Time Traveler coming in to hit the like button. Thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate that. Daryl made up his mind right there and there when he looked down and saw those 2 red 9s. Whatever happens, if I can, I'm going all in. He had already made up his mind. He snapped those chips down like he had pocket aces. I want to add, Derek, I want to ask you a question. Are you still there? Everybody, Derek is at home. He may be having a kitchen break or something, going to the fridge there.
Hello?
I got-
Yeah, and I didn't actually go to the kitchen.
Yeah. Did you get a Dr. Pepper? I know you're not a Dr. Pepper
No,
guy.
I just got some food because I hadn't eaten dinner yet. But no, what were we gonna ask there, Mitch?
Well, when we have it all in here, I'll ask you then while Joe's dealing out the cards the next hand. It's a personal thing, that I feel, and I just wanted to see if you feel the same way. But we'll talk about it at the end of this hand. NRG's going all in here with ace-9. Tim B liked the jack-9. I don't know if he likes it all that much right now.
I'm okay with either.
Yeah, I'll
Just
take a 2 outline of the offense.
RD's sitting there watching all. He got the best seat in the house right there watching all the action here.
call and I'll win. I'm back in. Okay.
Tim's going to make the call. NRG's was probably expecting a little bit more. He's very happy to see the jack-9. Here we have a heads up. We'll go to the flop. There it is. The ace is holding. And ace high. NRG will take it down. And that will be it for Tim BB. He will finish 5th. Is that right? 5th?
No, Tim's still in.
Oh, he's got. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought. My mistake.
Man, roller coaster ride.
NRG was all. He was all in. He was. Okay. My mistake.
I've been from 300 to 1.4.
Derek, I've been playing poker probably since I was 12. You know, that's when I first started. You know, with my brothers and sisters.
20 minutes are left.
Looking down and seeing pocket aces to still get you a little excitement. As I mean, you know, you would think that maybe after years and years of playing,
I was thinking about not
it really does it still affect you the same way when you look down and you see pocket aces?
Oh, absolutely. Because I know I'm either going to win a big pot or lose a big pot.
Well, there it is. Yeah, I when I look down and see pocket aces, it you know, it never changes. It's always it's always like, ooh, you know, you get a little excited, you know. Pocket kings have become different. I tend to lose a lot with pocket kings, so when I look down and see pocket kings, I gotta like mixed feelings. But I just wanted to know if you got this a little tingle too when you see pocket aces.
Actually, make room temp. Room temp. Thank you, please.
Okay. All right.
All in.
So here we have, I hear all in. NRG is all in. Hand number 48 here. Well, that's going to be a mystery hand.
I didn't know how to play it. Maybe he's got a couple of Nope, y'all are too good.
I wish you had more on that.
210 players. That's what it was, 210 players.
I would
Still could have
really
folded. I told you. I was okay.
210 entries.
I knew I
Yeah.
was ahead.
Yeah, for those who just now tuning into the chat, in case you didn't hear, this is 2 weeks ago, not yesterday, 2 weeks ago, and you might be a little confused because you saw NRG not only on this final table, but yesterday's final table, back-to-back final tables for NRG, and he claims he had ace king. I believe him. Back to back, and I have no doubt he'll be back here again next Saturday. Try to make it back to back to back.
I appreciate it. But I mean, just water, guys.
210 down to the final four. Hand number 49 of the final table. Blinds at 30, 60, 60. Action here on Chris. He's going to make a raise.
What's up, bro? Are you leaving? Come see me, or actually, before you cash out, come see me.
You know, Derek, we've seen a lot of great play, nothing crazy, nothing erratic. You know, just a lot of great play. But I got to tell you, you know, I try to get
Hey, take care of yourself now.
what am I thinking for here?
See?
The final table main story here, and I gotta tell you, I gotta give it to Daryl. This man, I mean, he's played well here at the final table. I know NRG, he deserves a lot of credit for the back-to-back. There's no doubt about it. But Daryl's been chasing this final table, Derek, for 2 years. And for him to finally make it and do as well he has, he's got to be the main story here at the final table. We're down to 5 players, and it was just very exciting for me to see him make it. He's been chasing it for a long time, so hats off again to you, Daryl. Hope to see him here again soon. You know.
Let's
See what
correct
we got
that,
going
Mitch. We
here.
know we'll see him again soon.
I'm gonna do everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Big hand developing here. Tim B with the ace queen.
Yeah.
Chris
But
opening with the
it
sevens.
would be for the pool, and I'll hook you up later.
There.
Yeah.
NRG making sure the
Yeah,
card
just-
reader
you can
reads
put it
his
in the
cards
pool
there.
Yeah. 800 behind.
What is NRG
Okay,
hoping
yeah,
that if he doesn't win, he hopes Daryl wins.
What was the bet?
260.
Energy saying if I don't win, I hope Daryl does. Man, you already know the result.
that's why I was laughing. if I don't win, I hope Daryl does. What you know, you gotta like it. He's not letting the cat out of
I
the
mean,
bag.
it's gonna
so,
be
you know.
one of these 5 players, right? I mean, that we can
Yeah.
guarantee. You know?
Yeah, but he's not letting the cat out of the bag. He's saying if he hopes he doesn't win, he hopes that Daryl wins. So it's funny. I think it's funny.
You go in rotation after this? You get a break.
I'll get a break.
All right, so action here's on Tim B. Chris has raised it up. Tim B's going to go all in right here. NRG will get out of the way with that 8-9 offsuit.
No.
And there it is. That's for Chris's tournament life. He will make the call. And I'm sure it's exactly what he expected to see. Ace, king, ace, queen.
It's actually Tim B's tournament life.
Oh, it's 10 B's? Okay. Well, a 9 or a king. Well, there's an ace, a 9, and no, a 9 would have helped him. A 7 was it? Okay.
It might be close.
I have 1 million.
You have 1 mil?
Yeah, I have 1 million.
I'd over a million too.
That's 1,075,000.
1,075,000.
I have 1 year 40.
You're in.
So Tim B's,
40, yep. 1,040,000.
and you got. I want to point this out there. Tim B here. You see what he's done. He stacked his chips up to help the dealer. Make it easier to count. And that's always a helpful situation. It speeds up the situation here. So you gotta like when players. I like when players do that.
Yeah, it's definitely very helpful to dealers. Definitely not required. We're there to do the job, but it's definitely appreciated. And I think what tends to happen, right, with players like Tim and Chris, Daryl, that are here all the time, they kind of develop relationships with the dealers, right? You see them every day, and they like to be appreciative and help figure this out. So very, very kind of them to do that for sure.
So you can
Yeah. I mean, even a cash game, because the players we don't take a rake here. It's a time. They pay for time, so it speeds up. Because our players like to play as many hands as possible for get their money's worth. And
doing stuff like that does increase your hands for sure.
Yeah. On the many occasions that I go all in when I'm playing, I'm always helping, break it down. If a lot of times I'll just push it out because I don't want to help the other player. If he asks for a count, then I'll try and help it, and count it down. But yeah, I noticed that Tim B there, that was, is he? Do you know if he's a dealer?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Good luck, guys.
It was fun, man.
Well, there it is. Daryl taking it down.
Fun's good there.
Button's good, thank you.
And Chris, little GG there for Chris, everybody. Chris, excuse me, going out at 5, taking home $4,440. And 5th place. The rest of the players guaranteed, we say guaranteed 5,480.
Yeah, not bad. Not a bad payday.
Hey, I dig it. So down to the final 4 here from last Saturday, hand 52, Derek. 233 people watching.
Have a good night, man.
Tim B going to look down at Ace King after just
That's what he gave you.
watching Daryl take down that last pot. He's going to give this a couple minutes to figure out how he wants to play this.
Raise to 165.
He's going to go ahead and raise it up. Daryl's going to look down at a suited ace himself. And he'll make the call.
Call, 25 now.
We'll go heads up to the flop here. Tim B still in the lead here, Derek. No help to either player on this flop. Excuse me. Daryl's going to go ahead and lead out here.
You guys play until you're done.
We can technically take a chop break. That's the only break. So if you guys want to discuss chop, we can step away from the table.
Tim B trying to figure out this situation here, figure out what he wants to do.
That's the only way we can do it.
What time is it?
It's like 31 left.
We're almost 2 hours in.
Is that 160?
160, yes, sir.
He wants to know what the bet is.
Just right around 8. Just under 8 per person. Even. And then if you do ICM,
You guys would be getting less than 8 than I said. You would be getting less.
yeah, but I was just letting them see. Those 3 are very close. Those 2 are close.
There's at least a 6.
Derek, is this new, Derek? This up here at the top where it says 6 outs and has Daryl's name, is that new? I don't know if I've ever seen that before. Up
No,
the
that's
top of
always
the
in there.
screen. Really? I'm just now seeing it.
I think you have about 15 regular.
Like you've seen the listed outs before, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, I see
Okay,
that all the time.
I was
It's
like,
just
there's no way you didn't
no,
see that,
no.
right? Okay, okay.
No, I've seen just where it says 6 outs and it has Daryl's name. I
Oh
never
yeah,
noticed
yeah, yeah.
that
No,
before.
that's in there. Yeah, I can see how you
Wow.
missed that. I thought you said you missed the whole top right corner of the screen. I was like, oh.
No, I.
Get your
no,
eyes
it's kind
checked,
of
Mitch.
yeah, that's bright. You know, I can't believe I can't believe I've never seen that. The 6 outs and Daryl up there. I've never seen that. What the hell?
Got a really deep tank here. Really in the tank here, Tim
Yeah.
B.
Wow, he's going to lay it down.
And Daryl getting the best hand of the full. Look at that power play there from Daryl.
Wow.
Are y'all guys interested in playing it out or any choppy chop discussions? Y'all
I'm open to whatever you guys are open to.
Dead button.
I'm sorry?
Dead button. Small thing.
Me and him are neutral. I'm open to discussions if the chop.
Whatever you want to play, whatever you want to do. Okay. I mean, I think we can talk about it. I mean, I'm over 2 million, so
Yeah, we know.
Yeah. I mean, so we can. But
Call the clock.
we can talk
Yeah,
about it.
that's probably getting close.
That was a pretty deep tank. We had a full-on conversation there.
Yeah,
Waiting for Tim to make
yeah.
a decision. Obviously, when we kid around, but when you're playing for this kind of money, you really should be taking your time in every decision. And
Yeah, no
um,
doubt, no doubt. You
some
know,
some a little worth a little more than others, but yeah, I never like to criticize people for taking their time when there's money involved.
You want to talk
yeah.
about it? Yeah,
Let's see what it looks like.
we're gonna talk about it.
Okay, and I did get a word actually that they are going to do a chop here, I
Or
believe. I
what?
think an ICM chop. They're going to
There you
go off
go.
the table there and discuss things. I think Daryl had a large percentage of the chips in play, so I think he got the lion's share of the tournament and technically the tournament win. So congratulations to Daryl. Has been seeking
Well,
out
as
that
it
final
yeah,
table for a long time. Does come out with the win, I think, for this tournament.
yeah, he actually had a slight advantage. I'm going to make sure that I give NRG his props here. Daryl had a slight edge over NRG, but he did have the slight edge, and he did take down the first place spot um, with just a slight edge over NRG. Make sure he knows that. Oh,
Yeah,
look,
really
there's
appreciate everyone
Mark
for
Wee
tuning
finally.
in.
Mark Wee finally checking in. Look at that.
Towards the end of the stream here. Well, what's up, Mark? Thank you for hopping
Make sure,
in, but we are about to end here. Appreciate everyone for tuning in. Thank y'all so much for sticking with us for the past 4 hours. We did the first stream final table of our 15K guaranteed free roll with Eugene. And of course, the second half here with Mitch commentating from last week's Saturday tournament. Congratulations to these final four players, RD, Tim BB, NRG, and Daryl. And I think Daryl coming out with the lion's share. So congratulations to Daryl.
yes,
And
definitely,
everyone,
definitely, congratulations.
make sure y'all are tuning in this week for their cash games. And of course, next Saturday we'll have our another final table tournament, and hopefully we get to live stream that as well. All right, congratulations, of course, to the players, and y'all have a great rest of your week. Good luck, and have a great night. Thank you, Mitch.
All right, Derek, behave yourself, guys.